Hey Zach, that
Hey,
Band-Aid there, you all right?
what?
You have a Band-Aid on your.
I didn't tell you about that. Um, yeah, yesterday I was just walking down the street, kind of a busy street, and there was this
I'm listening.
truck with a bunch of sheetrock on the like in the back.
Yeah,
And
what?
I guess the driver forgot to put on the e-brake or something. I don't know what happened. It starts rolling down this hill, and then I see you right there, buddy?
There's like a bug flying around. It just I swear I don't know if it's the light or something I got.
Okay.
There's like a bug in
Well,
here. Sorry, I'm
anyway,
listening. I'm listening.
yeah. There's this guy. I see this guy bend down to tie his shoe. He does not see this truck is backing up right toward him. So I run over. I push the guy out of the way, and then I back away. Just then, the truck hits another truck,
Oh shit.
and yeah, the sheetrock comes flying off, fucking Final Destination style, and it just like grazes me like barely the smallest. I didn't even want to put a band-aid on it, but I went to my mom's because she does my laundry for me,
Yeah.
and she was like, you got to put a band-aid on that. And did some like Neosporin or whatever, and then
Moms, moms, moms are always
she made
coming
me
in the clutch
soup.
like that.
Yeah, it was good. Anyway,
Fucking hell, fuck, dude, this thing's giant. Did you see that shit?
no, it's all black on your end. Is it like a mosquito? What is it?
It's fucking. So we get crickets sometimes. This is the biggest fucking thing I've ever goddamn fucking seen. Fuck.
Anyway, the guy whose life I saved turned out to be a priest.
Oh wow, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good karma.
it's crazy. He's a really nice guy, Father Fred. Yeah.
Sorry, it's fuck, dude. MovieBot. I have his little hard drive set up over here. He's really fucking hot. Can you hear it? Is my mic picking up? Like it's the fan is going fucking
Brian.
shit.
I'm sorry. Can you describe this bug that you're seeing?
It's the bug is a giant like cricket or like
Does it look like a locust?
I don't want to say that. And MovieBot, you cool over there? Everything all right, buddy?
That was
Oh,
ominous. Is the
that
bug still there? The bug gone? What's the?
no, I think it just flew out the window, but
Okay, well, I guess we're good then.
um, okay, weird start. Weird start tonight.
Yeah,
And you're okay.
Doing it live is sometimes what'll happen. Just
It's
weird shit.
Fuck, everything seems to start the second we go live. MovieBot, I can see your fucking fan is going out of control over there. Can you still play the trailer to the movie we watched this week, which was, of course, The Exorcist II, Heretic.
4 years ago, The Exorcist shocked the world. Now, the struggle between good and evil goes on. Exorcist II, The Heretic. Richard Burton, Louise Fletcher, Max von Sydow, James Earl Jones. Exorcist II, The Heretic.
We watch movies and we talk movies and we load movies into a really big gun and shoot it onto the
Big Movie Canon. Hi, everybody. We're live here Wednesday night at midnight ET. If you're watching this later in the week, come join us live. It's one day we will get a chat going and it'll be real interactive and real fun.
You could be talked about a lot because you will be the only one here.
This is like straight up. We will just you could be the third silent extra host of Big Movie
Don't offend
Canon.
MovieBot, okay?
What's
don't
that?
offend MovieBot.
That's true.
Don't offend MovieBot. MovieBot
That's
is a part of this. Yeah.
A great point. Zach, was the trailer for The Exorcist II Heretic fucking dope?
I was gonna say that looks like an exciting movie.
I would never fucking guess that was a really terrible movie.
It's a wild choice of song there, but
I wish the movie was fucking. Just watch that trailer. You're good. You're good.
Literally every single frame of excitement is in that trailer.
Yeah.
That is in this 2-hour movie.
So this is exciting. Would you please introduce our marathon for the next couple of weeks for the Halloween season? It's October 1st.
This spooky season marathon is batshit maligned horror sequels part 1.
Oh yeah. Rich upcoming text. What are we doing?
Yes.
All 4 weeks of October?
We're doing 4 weeks of. There's actually 5 weeks.
Oh wow, gorgeous.
October.
Gorgeous.
We're doing 4 maligned horror sequels, and then on the week of Halloween, we have something special planned.
Something
for you all.
special.
A little Halloween special. But anyway, in the 80s, like this is in the late 70s, but the late 70s, 80s, they were making sequels to a lot of horror movies that had been cultural phenomenons.
Yeah.
Not just with the audiences, but the critically too. There were a handful of horror movies that really broke through.
Yeah.
And on both sides. And eventually, they make sequels to those things. And
slap a 2 on it, baby. Let's make some more money.
Yes. But something interesting was going on back then that doesn't really happen anymore. And that is that the sequels were wild swings.
Just we don't care as long as it says that really popular movie and put a 2 next to it. Like,
right,
do whatever.
Right. But it's not. And I think in any case, in any of these movies, a matter of laziness. It's not this is like, let's get an artist or like talented people and let them do what they want and take a big swing.
Our director today, John Borman, a very accomplished filmography. Like,
right, yeah, well-respected director John Borman. Maybe
Deliverance,
not the right choice for an Exorcist movie. Deliverance. Point Blank.
Yep, not Point Break.
Deliverance. No, a little different.
A little different. Zardoz, and the director of Zardoz, boom, immediately get some respect in my fucking book.
Movie Brian has never seen, but would love, I'm sure, Excalibur.
I need to see Excalibur. I'm in a very swords and sorcery kind of like mood lately, so I'm picking up as much of that crap as I can.
I'm shocked you haven't seen Excalibur.
I know. I'm a fucking fraud.
Anyway, these big swings, these horror sequels, every single one of them, at least the ones we're going to cover, and I can't think of very many exceptions, were received poorly.
This, The Exorcist II, The Heretic, great title too, is for a long time considered one of the worst movies ever made. This was laughed out of the theater. They changed the ending. Warner Brothers sent new reels to theaters, changing the ending. Like, that's fucking insane.
Yes. And what's different about this movie as opposed to the rest of the movies that we will be doing in this marathon is that all those movies have had something of a reappraisal.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah.
And with the exception of like a few lunatics, there's not like a real reappraisal of Exorcist II.
No. no.
Right. It has its defenders, but it's
it
not
has
like
its defenders.
it's not
Martin
a big
Scorsese
thing.
is one of them.
Right.
He recently screened his personal print of it. Like
With the other three movies, they are generally accepted to be actually good now. By
some of the
most
other ones in
horror
our
fans.
marathon, I'm very excited about. They're like
Yeah.
really good,
They're,
or at
but
least
this
like I
one-
mean they're batshit, but
and you know, Brian, I don't know if we want to get into it now. This is not the worst movie ever made.
no. Yeah,
Fucking
we might as well just-
insane. That's
Um,
hyperbole. It's not even the worst Exorcist sequel. Okay,
Right.
so let's just calm down.
right. It's I do think there is a little bit of a bad movie inflation, right? Of
Right.
we used to make bad movies better. This is not one of the worst movies ever made at all. It looks like a movie. Some of the sets are cool. It's
And
competent.
it's too weird. It's too weird to be bad, right? To be
Right.
terrible.
Right.
Because even if when it's bad, it's at least interesting. You know, like you're like,
Right. Not like the plot of the film, but
no. But in like a autopsy kind of way. Like, what happened
Yeah.
here?
I enjoyed my 2 hours with. I'm glad to have seen. I had not seen this before. So I was glad to have seen it. It's might be the only time I ever watch it. You know what I mean?
You know, I think it might be the third best Exorcist movie though, out of the ones I've seen.
I think that's probably the case. So let's talk about The Exorcist as a fucking franchise, right? It's based on the novel by William Peter Blatty, directed by William Friedkin. You heard of him? It's one of the greatest horror movies of all time. Like so much ink has been spilled. We have probably new takes on it until we, of course, cover it ourselves. But
I mean, it was fucking huge in
right.
a way that we don't really get anymore with movies. It was like The Godfather, Jaws, The Exorcist, and Star Wars were kind of like the huge movies of the 70s, box office and critically.
Right.
They were like, that's where we got the term blockbuster from those movies. Basically.
Right. You grew up Catholic. So did I. Did you have any? I remember the chatterings when the kids started watching this movie. Do you have any like personal history? Or not two, the first one.
Yeah, the first one. I feel like I had always kind of stayed away from religious horror because, for one, my mom was not cool with it.
Oh, interesting.
But also, it creeped me out a little more.
Yeah.
So when I kind of went on after I saw the Scream 1 and Scream 2 is when I really entered my horror phase.
Yeah.
And I started watching all the horror movies. I didn't watch The Exorcist for whatever reason. I think a buddy and me rented it, and it was the director's cut, and we were like, this is boring.
Yeah. There's an extra 20 minutes in there.
Right. We didn't
also
get
not a director's cut, also worth noting.
Right. We didn't get through the movie.
Yeah. And it's I remember the first kid to kind of watch it and start telling people about it. And then it was slowly making its way through. And it sounded like the most horrifying fucking thing ever made.
This might have been an advertising thing, but it was called the scariest movie ever made.
It was, they made a whole
regularly.
big thing. Right. So it had its reputation, and yeah, there was kind of a lot of talk of like heart attacks and people leaving the theater in horror, and like a little of the marketing machine kind of, that I think it was a very controversial movie. There is, especially, what is it? What are we talking, like 74? There is some pretty fucked up shit in that goddamn movie.
Yes, a little girl masturbates with a cross.
It's like I've seen everything now. I've seen every fucked up thing you've ever fucking seen. So I'm hollow to that shit now. But it is. I remember a kid telling me about it on the bus, right? Telling me about that scene specifically, like Jesus fuck me, and like I don't want to see that movie.
No, it's not. No.
Ugh. Like that sounds too scary for me. Because
By the way, is there a better insult than your mother sex cocks in hell? That's like
no. no.
You got to give it up to Pazuzu, man. That is going to get under your skin. If someone tells
no,
you
man.
that.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Why can't my mom suck cocks elsewhere? Just anywhere else. So I remember parents getting upset, or like kind of there were discussions around it. And a lot of like talk in the school community around The Exorcist again. I remember that. And my mom rented it again, having seen it, around when it came out, or rented it again and like watched it and was like, it's fucking stupid. It's like, this is fucking stupid, whatever. My mom, very Catholic, but never really had too many bones about that stuff. And it's funny so like, then I kind of had it in me of like, well, my mom said it was stupid. So, I would see it then later and been like, no, you're stupid. This movie's beautiful.
I had never seen it until 4 or 5 years ago. That was the first time I watched it all the way through.
Wow.
And
Did you have a better appreciation for it?
After hearing that it was the scariest movie of all time and the greatest thing, I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was very good. It didn't blow my fucking mind, but I've seen it again since then. It's a no notes movie.
Yeah, right. It's just like, my brain had been so warped by horror by the time I saw it that like by the time I really saw it that like, no, it never is really,
right.
You know what did get under my skin was the book.
You read the book?
I did the around one Halloween, probably 15 years ago now. I did the audiobook, which William Peter Blatty reads himself. And I was listening to that, pacing around, doing chores around my house, and like started to get a little like, I gotta turn this off for a little bit. Like I was starting to get the willies.
Yeah, that's good.
So I do my grandmother around the same time of like the original discussions about it. I also heard my grandmother was like, it's evil. It is evil. And she told a story. My grandmother, it's worth noting, was a liar and told me a story about how her sister threw the book away. Read the book first, threw it away, and then it ended up back in her house. I threw her under the bus for being a liar, which was true, but also I think the bitch just appreciated a good fucking story. Why let the truth get in the way of a good fucking story that was going to scare the shit out of this kid?
Yeah, that's great. This is maybe a story for another podcast, but since I brought it up, want to know the movie that my mom, out of all the terrible horror movies I watched too young, the movie my mom made the biggest deal about not wanting me to see? Can you guess what it is? It is a movie about Catholicism that caused controversy upon release when I was in middle school.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Can you give me a year range? That's like 90s. That's late 90s.
The very late 90s.
I wasn't calling you old as fuck. I was.
No, that's okay.
Just terrible with numbers. Late 90s. Is this the Blair Witch Project?
No, sir. It is Kevin Smith's Dogma. I guess some old hag was passing around some flyer or something at church that was like, it's before the movie even came out.
Right.
Features this. And my mom's like, promise me you will not watch that movie. And this was when I was going to see like every movie with my dad. And she must have told him too, because he didn't ask to go see it. And eventually I watched it at a friend of mine's birthday party, but I felt guilty because I had told my mom I wouldn't.
Oh, funny. But
then by the time the movie was over, I was like, "Oh no, fuck, that's stupid." There's no reason I shouldn't be watching this movie. Sorry, Mom.
Right. I saw Dogma for the first time on Comedy Central, and that broke my brain in some ways. I'm like, this is the greatest fucking movie I've ever goddamn seen. I had a big big
that
Kevin
movie's
Smith face.
Made for you. Right?
Pretty fucking much, right?
Yeah.
we will one day on this show have to reevaluate the Kevin Smith filmography, which I have not done really. I've occasionally poked in, rewatched, like Pluto would sometimes play a handful of them, and it's a lot of like, oh, we will have to do that at some point. Real fast with Dogma. Did you ever hear the story that Kevin Smith joined a boycott of Dogma outside the theater?
No, that's great.
There was supposed to be a big theater, or there was supposed to be a big boycott. So apparently he went to one, and it said there were 10 people maybe with like one sign, but a local news thing came through to cover the protest, and he's on it. He's on the local news. You can find it on YouTube, and he's just talking about, I just think it's a terrible movie. And
yes, you know what's amazing? There have been a handful of movies throughout our life and before that the Catholic Church has flipped out about. The Passion of the Christ.
No, we were
I mean,
into Passion of the Christ.
No. The Last Temptation of Christ is what I meant.
Yeah. The good one. Yeah.
Dogma, and then The Exorcist. They don't really seem to have a fucking problem with.
Yeah.
Is that amazing?
It is, and this is always what I found funny about controversy around The Exorcist was that. And I guess there's something to like, no, by learning of the evil, you are inviting the evil into your life.
Yeah.
But it is a like really beautiful movie about like faith and like
right. It is faith affirming. So maybe that's
right. It's the I would say I've always considered Karras the main character. I don't know if that's accurate to other people's kind of read of it. But this priest who's very intelligent, very well educated, doesn't maybe have faith anymore, who then has to kind of flip that around and do what he's got to do to help this little fucking girl, or what else are we fucking doing? I think it's a wonderful, wonderful book. I think it's a great screenplay. And just, it's a beautiful movie. It's really good.
The one thing that makes The Exorcist, the movie, so effective and powerful is that everything in it, from the performances to the way it's filmed, makes it feel real. Like everything is really happening.
Yes.
Which brings me to The Heretic. Which there are many things from the performances to the way it's put together that take me out of any sort of feeling
not
of reality.
A goddamn lick of it. So it's worth noting here, of course, The Exorcist, big, like we mentioned, huge phenomenon. They want Friedkin back. He's mad about some royalty, some money, something that didn't go the way he wanted it to go. He's out, not interested at all.
Also, I read that he and William Peter Blatty got together and they just couldn't come up with anything.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Blatty also, I had read Blatty not interested because he got kind of iced out of the post-production process. Friedkin makes some cuts that he wasn't happy about. Some of that extra 20 minutes that's in that director's cut that isn't very good. He was upset about some of those things, and that's why the writer's not really usually allowed back then.
Right.
Not a great case for the writer having more control over the movie. That's always the thing. I always feel like people are surprised of like, nah, once that script's written, you're really not needed on set. They're going to take kind of what they need to do with it. Like, what do you mean? And like, that's because writers are fucking dumb.
No, we just need to rewrite. If you need to rewrite stuff on set, you need the writer. But especially if it's like based on a book, like, sorry, man, we're going to take shit out of what was in your book, buddy.
Right. It was his screenplay too. So my understanding was he was kind of upset about that. And was very, very really wanted that extended cut. That is not good. It was an excuse to re-release it, right? Around an anniversary. I think that it came out around an anniversary. But I do not believe Friedkin is like, sometimes they would do director's cut on like the DVD just to sell more DVDs, even though it would not be. We'll have to do director's cut at some point. So instead, we get John Boorman. And Boorman, who we mentioned, and Boorman was offered Exorcist 1. Didn't want to do it. Had recently had a daughter, was not interested in this terrible movie about torturing a little girl.
Yeah, fair.
Was
fair.
like, that's a bummer, and I don't want to. But apparently was game for the sequel, in that you're going to get a big fucking budget. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And he's like, all right.
And that he did.
The screenwriter I was not familiar with the name of, but he was a playwright and was really interested in diving into like French philosophy. I do not have the French philosopher's name, but all of the discussion in the movie about like, the minds melding together and everything. That's all this fucking French philosopher. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
It doesn't make sense in the fucking movie. It doesn't make sense out here.
And
I don't have
Linda Blair didn't want to come back either, but eventually they talked her into it. She liked the script, right?
Linda Blair liked the script, came back under the condition that she didn't have to wear the makeup. And which, hey, and that's where even talking about how the writer isn't that big of a deal on a film set, but like how we've talked about how auteur theory kind of gets way, way blown out of proportion. Like that's French film critic philosophy. That's not necessarily the fucking way it is,
No.
It's but the way
some directors fit that mold.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't.
Right.
So
but the way it's not just John Boorman had this idea and then we just put on film his idea. You have realities like Linda Blair won't fucking do it if she has to wear the makeup.
Right. Right.
So
and then like Ellen Bernstein. What's her name? Fucking
Ellen Bernstein.
No. Ellen Bernstein doesn't want to come back.
She's not coming back, so we will instead put this other lady who I guess is in the other movie, and we're gonna give her all the same lines.
You know what I read is they originally cast Louise Fletcher as the mom to just replace her.
I was put off a little, like, is that? I mean, it's not, but it fucking looks like her,
Yeah, and then
I didn't. To be clear, I didn't think it was Ellen Bernstein, but I was like, is that supposed to be her mom?
When they got the other lady to agree to do it, then they just switched her over to be the hypnotist lady.
Got it. What is her name? She has an Oscar for One Flew Over the
Louise Fletcher.
Nest. Louise Fletcher. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful, amazing actor.
In Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes.
And awful in this movie.
Which I'm going to guess isn't really her fault.
Probably not. No, but look, the cast, mostly acquits themselves nicely, but she stands out. I don't know if she has one real line read in the whole movie.
It's really fucking rough. All right,
gross
movie
movie
bot.
Gross
I don't know if
movie
that was
bot.
fucking relevant. All right.
That's
I am glad he's gotten to the Scary Movie 2 part of the. I rewatched that recently. It was kind of it was fun. It was fun. I was stoned as shit, but it was fun.
He's into spooky season. That's good.
That's good. That's probably fine. He's still really hot. Fuck. It's real fast. That scene though, that is just reminded me. I remember my parents rented that movie, and I don't think they liked the movie. That scene woke me and my brothers up. They were watching it late at night. They were laughing so hard at that fucking scene.
Really?
It was the pea soup Gotham. My dad was excitedly explaining it to me the next day of why they woke us all up. And then I guess there's a bit where they first see, the Linda Blair copy in the bed, and James Wood just goes, "Fuck this!" He turns around, and leaves. And that was what got them. We were not allowed to watch the rest of the movie.
Let's talk a little bit about the plot of this movie, just in broad.
Yeah, best we can.
What's interesting about this to me is, I guess when I was in high school, they were making those Exorcist the Believer and Exorcist Dominion. The big deal was like, oh, we're going to make a prequel. We're going to explain the backstory,
Right.
The backstory between Marin and the demon that we see at the beginning of hinted at the beginning of The Exorcist in the Iraq prologue. We're finally going to explain that. Little did I know, they already fucking did it in this movie.
They already fucking explained it. And
this movie is kind of half prequel. This is a
Yes.
little Godfather 2 kind of
yes,
thing.
I was so surprised Max von Sydow was in this.
Yeah. Money talks, Brian.
Money talks. That was Money Talks. When we first see Max von Sydow, he's in the old age makeup. And I thought the makeup is not as good as The Exorcist.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just I thought it was like a Crispin Glover situation where like they just had another actor kind of made up in bad old age makeup to kind of look like him. And so my wife and I were laughing like that's not him. God couldn't get him back, huh? And then we see him later as a younger man in the normal Max von Sydow face in 1977, and we were like,
yeah.
Oh fuck, he's here. He is here.
Yeah.
He just looked like shit.
I almost forgot. Did you read the little factoid that originally they were going to rush a sequel out?
I did see
super
that.
low budget with like unused footage from the first movie, just like paste something together to make money.
Yeah.
And how far have we come, Brian, that back then that's what they were doing, and they weren't like, okay, what's the 10 movie arc
Right.
that we're going to do?
Right. I was going to ask you, speaking of that, what do you think makes a good sequel? We'll get back to the plot. We have a tangent now.
This is the sequel marathon. That's what this is all about. Sequel.
Right. What makes to you, I understand this is a large question, a good sequel?
I think there's a couple ways you can go.
I agree.
I mean, let's look at the best sequels ever. Okay, what do we got? We got T2, we got Aliens, Godfather 2, Empire Strikes Back,
Spider-Man 2, baby.
The Dark Knight, Scream 2, I would put in there for me. Love Scream 2. So either those, I think most of those movies either do one of two things. They do a very different story with the same characters.
Your T2s, your Aliens.
Yes. Yeah. Or they do, let's do this again, but
bigger, better.
Right?
Yeah.
Bigger, better.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man is very good. It's only real. My only note is it should be Spider-Man 2.
Right. I guess the other way to do it is The Empire Strikes Back, where we're going, this is a saga, right?
Right.
You can do the standalone sequel, or you can do this saga.
Right. Empire Strikes Back, also worth noting, not as critically well received as the original.
No.
It got bumped up a little later.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with all points. I think number one, I think it's just got to be a good fucking movie. You know?
Right. Yep.
I forgive literally change everything. If it's a good fucking movie, it's a good fucking movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's numero uno. It was funny. I saw on Reddit the other day some meme of like, oh no, the sequel works as a standalone movie, as if that was a bad thing because it wasn't expanding the world.
Wait, what are we talking about? What movie were they talking about?
It was just specifically that sequels should do this specific thing.
Oh, fuck right off.
And now, granted, Granted, literally a child may have made this. You know, it's on
Right, but fuck off, child.
But fuck off, child. Learn about movies. Watch some good fucking movies, huh?
You haven't heard of pretty much any sequel made for until the last 20 years. Like the Dirty Harry, there's 5 Dirty Harry movies, and those are all standalone, baby.
Right.
James fucking Bond until the Craig ones. Those
Heard
were
of 'em?
all standalone.
And honestly, the Craig one should have been more standalone.
100%.
I didn't see a couple of those because I'm like, they're also fucking plot heavy. Like,
Yeah. No thanks.
what the? And the ones I've seen, the Bond movies across the board, if it gets like great reviews, I have a good time. When they get mid reviews, I'm good. Like,
yeah. And the Mission Impossible movies up until the last 2 were very standalone.
And Mission Impossible gets away with a lot because they're pretty fucking good.
Right.
I can't speak. I didn't see the most recent one, unfortunately. But I missed it I have a toddler. It doesn't always work out. And then it was coming to the second run theater, and I'm like, "Fuck you, I'm going." And it didn't work out. So I will watch Mission Impossible the way it was intended to be seen on my couch at 1 a.m.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess there's also like, there's doing the movie bigger, one that your Spider-Man to Spider-Man 2 situation. Yeah. But I do love one that just goes in a completely fucking wild direction.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love a swing. I even love like let's change genres. A movie that will not be a part of this marathon, even though it is a wild departure from the original, is Aliens. Because that switches genre. It's not a horror movie, really. It's a sci-fi action movie.
Right. You also
go ahead.
It's not a batshit maligned horror sequel. It's just a great fucking movie, baby.
It's just a great movie.
That's Aliens shows up on fucking FX. That's my afternoon, baby.
Yeah. And that's one of my favorite ways to do sequels is new director, new take. Yeah, you know,
100%.
It's not gonna, if it's not good, it won't matter.
So back to our movie. So I can't make heads or tails. Sometimes when I'm watching, sometimes a movie for a show, sometimes my phone's in front of my face. Not the case here. I watched this fucking movie.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like sometimes I've talked about Zack Snyder and like Rebel Moon and how I just went to a different place. Not the case here. I was kind of on board. I was kind of enjoying it while I was watching it. It all wrapped up and went, oh, that sucked. But I can't make heads or tails of this fucking plot.
No, I mean, Reagan is trying to do some kind of experimental therapy that involves hypnosis, but also like connecting your brain to someone else's brain and then like viewing past memories. And then
while we're on that, I do like what we're doing there in theory, right? I
don't think it's a bad concept, and I don't think the script is bad either. I just think it's directed underwater. Like the dialogue scenes have no life to them whatsoever, and there are a lot of them.
It's not full like George Lucas prequel shot, reverse shot the whole time,
right? But
like we're lucky if he stands up in the middle of the dialogue and like paces around the room. Like that's as fun and exciting as we get,
right? And then you could do this basic script, basic plot if you add thrills, but until the last 20 minutes, there's not a lot of suspense or thrills.
No. My pulse was not up a single fucking time in this movie. No. But as far as like what I liked the element of Linda Blair remembers the Exorcist, but she's kind of holding it back for the sake of the adults in her life. I liked the idea of my wife and I were kind of transfixed by the set of this sort of state-of-the-art sciencey
I
mental health
loved it.
facility.
Yeah.
We stopped and we talked about that for a minute. Like, what are we saying here? We talked about like kind of the themes of science and faith, and how those kind of clash or come together. And you get that just from the set design there. Does it follow through in an interesting way? Spoiler, no. But I liked all of that stuff theoretically. What I did not enjoy in these early segments are how our Richard Burton's character is a priest who has some experience in exorcisms. And his job in the first act of this movie is to mostly go around and make sure that what happened in the first movie happened.
Right. Yeah.
He's investigating.
Make sure that Father Marin wasn't a fraud, right?
Right. Which I just kept getting bored during those scenes because, like, I've seen that movie a lot. I've seen that movie a lot of times.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't need this.
I did really like it seemed to me to be a recreated set of the staircase and of the house.
It was
of
the house
first
would not
movie.
allow them to film there.
Right. And it looks like a set, but in a great way. It looks really good.
I goddamn love a set. Fuck,
Yes.
I love a set.
And the rain was great. It's very moody. That was one of the few scenes where I was like, ooh, this is good mood, good cinematography we got going on here.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we've got that. Linda Blair is in some sort of mental rehabilitation. She's therapy. I don't quite know what to call it. But she's working through these things she doesn't remember, these dreams she's having, even though she knows more than she's letting on, once again, for the sake of the adults in her life. Richard Burton, as a priest, is investigating Max von Sydow in the previous movie, making sure he wasn't a fraud. What happens next? To the best of your fucking... Where the fuck do we go from here? All the tower, the house of cards just fucking crumbles for me.
Richard Burton connects to Linda Blair, and then he gets a lot of Father Marin flashbacks somehow of what happened with Father Marin back in unnamed African nation.
My wife and I were playing a game called "Is This Racist or Vibey or Both?"
Yeah, both. Yeah, both.
Both.
And he gets a lot of flashbacks of this it looks like an alien planet from Star Wars. It's not a real place. It's like a canyon, like mountainous area. It's gorgeous. But this is where he first encountered Pazuzu, right? The demon from the first movie, and this is the first time we get a name, right? That's not named in the first movie.
I don't think the name Pazuzu shows up in The Exorcist, and I would love to talk about that actually. There's a Pat Castles is a college humor alumni. We crossed paths a handful of times, and then was a writer on Samantha Bee. And his Letterboxd review was that on Samantha Bee, the talk show, there was a joke of that Satan was the demon. Like Linda Blair was possessed by Satan, and they got more hate mail about that than any of their like political opinions. Which is so fucking funny. Because I also the whole fucking I'm speaking right now to the internet. I'm going a little macho man here.
I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to you, internet. Macho Man's hard because he's kind of yelling, but he's a little quiet about it.
You have to really hurt yourself to talk like him.
I love the Macho Man, goddammit.
Yeah.
But the you can say like, oh, she's possessed by the demon Pazuzu. And that just feels like fucking Star Wars shit to me, man. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
you can just she's possessed by evil. She's possessed by the devil. Like it doesn't matter. You know,
It's the classic prequel problem of let's go back and explain something that was effective because it was unexplained.
Yes. Explaining more of Merrick and his backstory and all of this backstory doesn't do any. It was all so much better in my imagination.
Right. The whole reason it's effective in the first movie is it's all the what happened back then. You know, we get the buildup. Right. He's standing staring at the statue in Africa, right? Or in Iraq, sorry, in the Middle East.
Right.
And he's like, what happened between these two? He shows up at the house and the demon's like, Maron!
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, these guys went at it before. Don't show me that.
No, it's not going to be.
They've showed us, Brian, 3 times now.
And I understand the impulse of like, oh, there's story there. There isn't. The story's in your imagination.
No, there's no story there.
It's I've been rereading The Hobbit recently, and because we picked up, we were at a thrift store and we $4 we picked up these like 70s copies of Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and Tolkien in The Hobbit talks a lot about like the Goblin Wars and how the dwarves and the goblins like fought in the Misty Mountains, and you can go on fucking Wikipedia. You can read all about those Goblin Wars and like, just days and dates. And yes, because Tolkien was a fucking nerd, but also, I don't know, some dwarves and some goblins were fighting. That sounds fucking cool, right? And your imagination can do so much more than some fucking British nerd can do.
Yeah. By the way, I would posit that Lord of the Rings, the book, is more of the same kind of thing, but bigger, better. Right? That's that kind of sequel. It is, of course, also world expanding, but really we're doing the same idea, but bigger, better, I guess, for an older audience.
Right.
You know,
Tolkien was so it's talking about like lore and these big saga fucking things and prequel shit. What's brilliant about Lord of the Rings is Tolkien's work, his life's work, wasn't the story of Lord of the Rings. It was the world that he had created, which wasn't for publishing. Like the Silmarillion, no one cared. And he knew you didn't care about that. So he had a compelling story with characters that took place in his little world that was mostly for him and his kids, you know?
We talked about this before on our other show, but I read Lord of the Rings for the first time in the last year, and it blew me the fuck away because the story is so compelling. And I think people mistake the world building there for what makes that so good. And that's why you get all these fantasy books that are all world building, and you know who could give a fuck.
Oh my god. Fuck yeah, it's a magic system.
You know,
fuck
you
don't
asked
explain
me
a
earlier
fucking
in
magic system to me. Don't explain that shit to me. It's fucking magic.
You asked me earlier in this episode what makes a good sequel, and I've been thinking about it. I think the answer I gave was wrong, because I think there's 2 kinds of ways you can go with a sequel, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
There's the Star Wars way, and there's the Indiana Jones way, right?
Ooh,
that's it.
Yeah.
You can do let's continue this story, or you can do new story with same people, right? Those are the 2 options, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
This
I guess that's
movie,
those are the 2 genders of sequels.
This movie is let's continue this story, but also it's kind of prequel-y, so let's go back. It's expanding this world. It's not a self-contained adventure. We're going back to the set from the first movie. We're looking at Pazuzu. How did this happen? What are the consequences of this initial possession? So this would be type A.
Right.
Sequel.
Right. So Linda Blair and Richard Burton connect in this creepy hypnosis thing where I was having a second there of like, is this a good movie? Is this good? Is this cool? I went into this really game to be like Exorcist II good. I was ready for that.
Same. And I didn't, I think I left in the middle. I don't think it's a terrible movie. It doesn't work.
That's it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
There's a lot of interesting pieces, but it doesn't work.
Right. I can see where audience is coming in for a sequel to The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
I can see where they're like, what the fuck was that?
Yes. And there are some unintentionally hilarious moments in this fucking
100%. That's the thing. They got laughs. This was laughed out of the fucking theater.
For example, there is a moment where our friend Reagan maybe cures a little girl of autism. And my favorite part of that is after she cures the little girl, her mom comes in, she can talk, and so excited. Louise Fletcher, whose job has been like this super fringe, like electro hypnosis, what the fuck ever, chastises Reagan for messing with people's heads.
You did it. You fixed it.
She fixed the little girl of autism and she gets in trouble.
Right.
From the fringe science lady. Okay, Louise.
All right. It was funny of like my wife and I both like awed at that scene a little bit. I did have this like very like there's a line there of when this little girl starts talking and the mother says like I have to bring her home right now, like her father will never forgive me, like if like and like yeah, you know what, I would no, you did no, if I was in the situation, no, you'd have to bring her home actually.
Oh, for sure. It is a very 70s representation of autism.
Yeah, all right, movie Bob. We don't have to hit that one too many times.
Yeah. Movie Bot. It is funny, yes, okay, but there are probably some people who might be offended by it, so let's not hit it too fucking hard, all right?
Yeah,
obviously.
But stop it. Stop
Movie
it.
Movie Bot.
That's enough.
You're
it wasn't.
rude.
I know. Rule of threes, but like, come on. It's not. Movie Bot. All right.
There's something wrong. I'm worried about Movie Bot.
It's still like the fan is still fucking going. Movie Bot, what's going on over there?
We eat the pig and then together we burn. Burn!
What you talking about, Satan?
Come with me! You belong with me! Burn! Burn!
Brian, one thing we haven't talked about is the prominence of really big locusts in this movie, insects.
Oh, it's God fucking. It's so Richard Burton basically has got to go to Africa to find Kokomo.
To find racist caricature man.
Yeah,
but here's the reason I'm bringing it up is that the locust seems to like carry the demon to Zuzu. And I'm wondering if that's what happened with Movie Bot. I know it's kind of a stretch, but you had the big bug in there. And now Movie Bot is playing clips of Satan.
On the fucking week we watched Exorcist II Heretic, that's a little on the fucking nose.
I know. It seems like a bit, but I'm just...
All right.
Wait, what the fuck? What is this?
All
The
right.
phone number? Are you putting the phone number up to?
Okay. I'm manually taking over. That's gotta movie bot. That's fucking enough. That's
That's what I'm saying, Brian. 6666666. That's movie bot.
it's not it's not looking great. Not looking great.
Well, what are we gonna fucking do? You should maybe shut him off because I don't feel comfortable with.
Okay. All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna shut him off for right now. Movie bot,
Thank
just
you.
take a little fucking break. Okay.
All right. So
We've
he's
so much
off
this
now.
movie.
It's
He's off.
He's
right.
off.
He's off for right now.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, did he just play a clip? Was that you?
That wasn't me.
So he's off and he's playing clips.
That seems to be what's going on. So why don't we just keep moving along and not like there's an evil possessed robot in my house, which there isn't right now. Okay. All right. The Exorcist II, the Heretic. Good, bad movie. What happens in this movie again?
Richard Burton is the star. Hey, we should talk about Richard Burton.
We were on the same page, which is very funny. I liked him in this movie. I thought he brought a very
No, I thought he carried the movie. I thought he was.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because he's such a good actor that even if he's phoning it in, he's really good. But I didn't feel like he was phoning it in. But apparently everyone else does.
That is, I mean, so you got to take into account here. Production here was a bit of a fucking nightmare. There are changes happening to the script all throughout production. John Boorman does get sick halfway through. And I believe another guy kind of comes in and takes over some of it. And John Boorman is mostly reading off of cue cards. He's not happy on this.
You mean
set.
Richard Burton?
Yes, sorry. But he's reading his lines off of cue cards in this movie. But I don't know, man. I thought he was great.
No, he's good. He was compelling. I don't know.
Burton, you may know from I'm scrolling down to his filmography. His filmography is here. What do you know him from? His Wikipedia page is gigantic. It's gigantic that I can't star of stage and screen that I can't just find his fucking filmography. But motherfucker played Hamlet. Lots of stuff.
Brian, I want to read William Friedkin's reaction to The Exorcist II.
Oh, I love this quote.
I'm trying to pull it up now. Hold on. Where is it?
I have the meat of it. I have the meat of it. That has a permanent.
Oh, here we go. I got it right here.
Yeah,
I got it right here. It sounds like a Donald Trump review of a movie almost. Okay. Friedkin saw half an hour of the film. Here's the quote. I was at Technicolor and a guy said, "We just finished a print of Exorcist II. Do you want to look at it?" And I looked at a half hour of it and I thought it was as bad as seeing a traffic accident in the street. It was horrible. It's just a stupid mess made by a dumb guy. John Boorman by name. Somebody who should be nameless, but in this case should be named. Scurrilous. A horrible picture. The worst piece of crap I've ever seen. A freaking disgrace. He later added, the film was made by a demented mind.
That's gorgeous. That's beautiful.
Chill, bro.
Shit. Dude, Friedkin's kind of an intense fucking dude. What I in Boorman's fucking defense though, I do appreciate he kind of pulls a there's like he's disowned the movie. That's not exactly accurate. It's a little closer to Joel Schumacher apologizing for Batman and Robin. It's a little like, all right, fuck you.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Sorry, I ruined your fucking spooky. Fuck off. Leave me the fuck alone.
No, I think Boorman actually, from what I read, he agreed with our assessment. He was like, it just didn't give the audience what it wanted, which was the mistake.
Right.
It didn't have the thrills that needed to have.
Which, goddamn, it did not.
But hey, Marty liked it.
Marty is a fucking sucker for anything goddamn Catholic. All right.
Although, you know what? Even Marty's praise of it at the very end, he kind of hedges it a little bit. Here, let me see if I can pull that up.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna try to So
here we go.
Oh,
Here we go. This is Marty's quote. The picture asks, does great goodness bring upon itself great evil? This goes back to the book of Job. It's God testing the good. In a sense, Reagan is a modern day saint, like Ingrid Bergman in Europa 51, and in a way, like Charlie in Mean Streets. I like the first Exorcist because of the Catholic guilt I have, and because it scared the hell out of me. But the Heretic surpasses it. Maybe Borman failed to execute the material, but the movie still deserved better than it got. I love saying all those nice things. It's like, yeah, maybe he didn't do such a good job.
How's this movie end?
Fuck if I know.
There's the middle section here where we're in Africa and we meet James Earl Jones, who is dressed like a bug. Basically, we learn that Pazuzu is possessing basically great healers, great powers of good, and trying to corrupt and take them away. We're also getting elements, I think, that are interesting of there we are. Richard Burton is sort of exploring maybe what Marin also experienced, which is once again another theme I thought was interesting, if not executed very well. But the idea that maybe being this close to evil is sort of a corrupting sort of appreciation.
Sure. Yeah.
Like there's an element of Max von Sydow from the original movie, just like, fuck, are we best friends? Are you my best fucking friend? Fuck.
Buddy comedy with Pazuzu
Kinda, right?
and Marin. Let's go.
It is like we might be the only guys who fucking get each other, huh?
It's a Joker
Otherwise,
and Batman.
why would we be doing this?
Right.
And
you complete me.
Right. Which is actually what bothers me, where we get a line of Max von Sydow being like, hey, man, as Richard Burton is exploring kind of this hypnosis dream space. This movie makes no sense. But we get this like, hey, I'm passing this girl on to you. Like she's your responsibility now, which is funny because I never get the sense from The Exorcist that Max von Sydow particularly cares about Linda Blair specifically. That's more Karras's journey, right? Max von Sydow's all about the fucking devil, baby. Like hey man,
Zuzu. Remember me, bitch? That's what he's doing.
I'm here at the house.
Yeah.
That's more Karras's fucking journey, right?
Yeah.
But so I don't know, kind of bothered me.
The end of the movie, the Richard Burton gets possessed by Pazuzu, and he brings him and Linda Blair are going to the old house from the first movie, and then Louise Fletcher and the caretaker from the first movie are for some reason rushing to stop them. I couldn't really figure it out. Pazuzu's trying to stop them from getting there. Their car crashes, and then for some reason
into the
caretaker sets herself on fire, which I didn't understand.
No, I think we're playing with some level of like demonic influence, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It's nothing.
I love that little like dummy of her corpse. It's pretty gross that the lady's holding.
Right.
And then it cuts to her and she's like, I chose evil, which I don't know what that means.
I don't either. She's kind of trying to stop anyone from like getting to. I'm trying to rationalize a nonsense movie, a nonsense third act. I don't know what we watched on Tubi. Did you watch on Tubi?
Yes, that is the theatrical version before he cut it.
Got it. Got it.
So the most readily available version is the one that was the one that we watched. And then
got it.
The my one understanding that he recut was only available. Go ahead. Sorry.
My understanding is the fixed cut maybe screened in LA a little bit, but it never got national redistribution.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah.
And then that's what came out in Europe and Japan.
The fixed cut?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's
Yeah,
my
I guess
understanding.
it was unavailable until like a recent Shout Factory has them both on there.
Got it.
Yeah.
So then there's a bit with two Linda Blairs. um, there's the evil Linda Blair and then the young innocent Linda Blair. Where it's a different voice this time. I think of the
Yeah, it's not the same. That is one of the secret ingredients of the original Exorcist is that lady's fucking voice.
yeah.
And,
I was almost
and
at the
they're doing someone is doing an impression of it, but it's just not.
no. I was kind of a little like, why not let Linda Blair just do it? You know, of like
Right, yeah.
maybe we could see some range there. I learned I'm not that familiar with her. I wasn't that familiar with her outside of the Exorcist. But she had a bit of a run as a late 70s, early 80s sex symbol. She dated Rick James for 2 years and they got nasty.
Wasn't she like super young when he dated her too?
I'm sure. I don't think she came out of Hollywood okay. I think she went away kind of for a reason.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's a bad industry for young women and older women and all women.
Especially in the fucking 70s. Bro.
Yeah, are you fucked? I mean, even this had like there's a bit where Richard Burton effectively like is seduced by evil Linda Blair and they hop into bed together. My wife and I were just like, oh, fucking right. All right.
Apparently both Richard Burton and Linda Blair really didn't want to do it. And I guess it was much more graphic originally, but they refused because they were like, they had more of like a father-daughter relationship in real life. And they're like,
yeah, I don't. And I didn't even want to see what we got, you know, a little like it was a little on the nose, right? Of you can get there without some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then the house falls down.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the score by Ennio Morricone.
There's some wild shit in the score.
Yeah.
There's frequently
the score's not a miss. I don't think.
No. Very weird. Very different.
Yeah.
I feel like the unless I'm wrong, the theme from The Exorcist isn't in the movie at all. Which fucking why imagine a Halloween movie where they didn't play the fucking Halloween theme, you know? I kind of like even
Halloween Season of the Witch, they're still doing it's a Carpenter song, so it still sounds
similar. I do love that fucking 70s ass, like 80s ass synth that's kind of on this thing. There are bits where that in that fictional African cliff city, there's a cliff cathedral that you have to climb up a cliff to get to, and like those are the moments where like fuck, I wish this movie was cool.
I know. I wish this movie was good because it looks really cool right now. There's the model work
looked amazing in the they apparently wanted to shoot on location. They instead went for the sets, and I love the sets. Once again, maybe a little yikes, but
no, but I think I appreciate that the visual style is different than the original, and that it's more artificial, but in a good way.
Yeah. There's something to just like we've talked about it with visual effects and like monsters and stuff, and like how there's something to like I don't know. People made it. People put it together in a studio, and then like there's hand painted paintings to kind of fill it out. It fucking looks sick.
And I don't know about you, but I don't mind when a sequel has a completely different aesthetic than the movie before.
No, I kind of like it actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like a comic book being penned by a different artist or whatever.
Right. No, I love that. I don't want it to be a TV show, you know?
No, yeah, exactly.
It's actually movies should kind of stand alone, and I love a different production or a different look at it. Excite me.
Yeah.
So fuck, any other fucking thoughts on this fucking movie? I have so many. I could go on literally another hour. Why were there no guardrails on that? Why was there just open balcony on outside of Reagan's New York apartment?
Also, I guess her mom was like a famous actress because I'm like, what is rent in that place
That's
in New
right.
York City?
Right.
I guess it's the 70s, so New York's kind of a shithole, but still.
It's the 70s. Her mom's an actress who's explained to be on location. You should just recast the mom. That's all. That's what you should have
I
done.
like the idea that the mom's like, yeah, you're dealing with the demon again? Yeah, I'm super busy here.
Yeah, yeah.
I cannot fly over there.
Hey, just keep an eye on it. I'm sure it's fine. She doesn't remember,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. And like, so this caretaker feels like they already had the mom written and they just sort of changed it. I didn't know. My wife recognized her from the first movie. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, she's in there.
Small role.
Yeah,
Small
but
role.
I'm like, how do you know that? I was the whole time. I'm like, who's this fucking lady?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just.
like the starting point guard goes down and you got to go into the bench. You ready?
Yes.
Ready for this starting job? And she was like, she filled in fine. It wasn't like she didn't put up the numbers that
No, of course not.
Bernstein did.
I do want to talk about. So I mentioned French philosophy. I don't have the name of the dude here. It's got that French du in there, that du that you got to put in all the French names, but talking about kind of the mind meld, the future will be, we will all sync and have sort of like in a hive mind sort of thing, like Locust. There's a whole thing around Locust and the James Earl Jones rids the Locust, and Reagan also gets rid of Locust, and there's a steady cam shot on the back of a giant locust. This movie sounds cool and weird.
Yeah.
But they were talking about Burton and Blair are talking in a museum about it, and because they're connected psychically now, but talking about how if the world isn't ready for it, it will go bad. And I thought a lot about the internet. And how we're supposed to know like 30 fucking people, right?
Right, yeah.
That's generally how our social group is kind of supposed to work, like 30 fucking people, half of which is your family. And now we're all just seeing each other's brains, the worst parts of our brains all the time, anonymously on the internet, and we've all gone fucking crazy. So
what are you talking about? Things are going great.
Yeah, everything's going fucking sick.
Did you get the did you notice Ned Beatty popped up for a little second in this movie?
There was a Ned Beatty jump scare.
Yeah. When I saw him, I'm like, okay, so he's probably going to be a big character. Nope, he was
just
5 minutes.
Just
what a waste of Ned Beatty. I mean, he was in Deliverance, so maybe he's just maybe he was a fan of Exorcist. He's like, hey, do you have a pilot that I can play for 5 minutes?
So weird.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he wasn't hurting anything, I guess, but
he was a big actor in the 70s, though, so that's weird that he would have such a small role.
Right. I guess it happens. Yeah, I don't know. Any other thoughts?
No, I think
Okay.
I'm legitimately concerned. We need to maybe we take a break and we see if we can figure something out.
Let's take a break and see if we can figure something out. We'll see you back in 5. Okay, and we are back from break.
Brian,
And yeah,
I got an idea. Remember
okay.
I told you that priest whose life I saved
Yeah.
just yesterday? Yeah. He gave me his number. He said to call if I ever have any like spiritual problems, if I need any spiritual guidance. I'm thinking if MovieBot is possessed by Pazuzu or whatever the fuck, maybe we call him and see.
Worth a go, right?
Right?
What-
Yeah.
All right, give him a
I got
call.
my phone right here. Let me just pull up my phone here. Just okay.
It's that explains a lot. That explains why you don't answer my text messages.
What?
That explains why you don't answer my text messages.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this doesn't have text on it.
Yeah, that's a
It's
shame.
ringing. It's ringing.
Okay. I'm looking back here. I'm on reset with MovieBot, but it's still like the fan's still going. That's so fucking weird.
Hey, hello. Hey, is this Father Fred? Hi. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, he was sleeping. I'm sorry to wake you up.
It is a late night show.
This is Zach. We met earlier. Yeah, right, with the sheetrock. Yeah.
Good times. Good to tell him I said hey.
Yes. I'm here with my friend Brian. He says hi, by the way. Hi, Brian. We're doing a podcast that we do about movies, and it's not really that important. Anyway, one of our friends who's kind of like our producer of the podcast seems to have been possessed by a demon.
You think?
And
maybe.
We were wondering if you've ever performed like any kind of exorcism.
Or been in one of those creepy Catholic.
You
rooms.
have. You have.
Holy shit.
Okay. All right. Well, now we're talking. Yes. Awesome. Is the possessed Catholic?
What does that have to do with it?
No. I don't believe the possessed is Catholic, but Brian and I are both lapsed Catholic. Does that?
Yeah, I mean, I went to my house had crosses in it growing up.
I mean, we were both baptized. Aren't you kind of splitting hairs here, Father?
We're getting in. God damn it. Tell them we're getting in.
Okay. But couldn't you convert our friend to Catholicism and then do the exorcism? Like with that?
Is there a rule that says you can't with a robot?
Okay, he says he'll give it a try. Okay, awesome.
Okay,
Thank you so much, Father. You're a
awesome.
lifesaver. Yes. Okay. Hold on one second. He wants to know how old our friend is. So like 2.5 months?
2.5 months, I think. Yeah.
Like 2-3 months. No, it's not. No, it's not an infant. It's not a human. It's a computer program. Yeah, like a robot. It's a movie bot.
Tell them about the DVDs. Tell them about all the DVDs that I got over here.
Yeah, we plugged in. We basically just put hello.
This isn't that.
Hello. I think he got disconnected. I'm gonna try him again.
Yeah. I feel like a techno exorcism can't be that much fucking different than a.
I mean, with AI and everything nowadays, we gotta learn how. Right. They can do everything a human can do. Why wouldn't they be possessed by? Went to his voicemail. Maybe we'll try back later.
Yeah. It's late. I get it. Well, fuck. Let's keep noodling ideas, and we will. Maybe we can play a game. Maybe we play a game.
Got the cup here.
Great.
We have a cup full of games that we in theory play on this show.
We added a couple ones this week, largely religion themed, psychic themed.
Yes.
We do have whatever we've approximated. I built a movie robot, so like we did like over FaceTime. Because weird, your FaceTime worked. Was that not? Do you have another phone that isn't? I don't know. It's just weird. I text you funny memes all the time, and sometimes I don't even get like a little thumbs up.
Well, just call my fucking landline. I have it right here. We can
I
talk.
don't. I can't fucking send memes over that, Zach. Anyway, we did build the mind melding things. I think will work over distance, and so we got some fun games that would involve those.
Yes. Yeah. And
So
then we
I
have the
hope-
normal ones.
Yeah.
You know, what if Shakespeare wrote it? Stupid fan theory. Name the porn parody. Of course, what did Leonard Maltin think?
Gotten real good
we
at that
put them
one.
all in. We put them all in this little cup here, my Star Wars cup, and then I mix them around, and then I pull one
Makes it
out.
real good this time. We've gotten Leonard Maltin every time on this fucking show, dude. So like, really mix
Yes,
it up.
I know. I'm excited to play another game. So
Yeah.
I think. Let's see, how many shows have we done? We did one for the first one, and then we did 3, and then for 5. We've done 5 weeks in a row. We cannot draw him.
That's
6
a
weeks in
lot
row.
of Leonard Maltin.
We cannot draw him 6 weeks in a row.
No.
Okay, so I'm reaching in. I'm stirring. Oh, Brian, I'm stirring. Oh,
There
I'm
you go.
stirring.
Keep it going, baby. Keep it
real
going,
good.
baby. Like Pazuzu and Linda Blair's fucking Blair in Brain. Keep it going.
I'm removing my hand. I'm placing it back inside. And I'm pulling out. What did Leonard do?
Did this movie rule or stink? What did Leonard Maltin think?
I'm gonna kill myself live on YouTube. That was Movie Bot.
What did Leonard Maltin think?
What's in Leonard Maltin think? Real fast. Explain the movie guide, Zach. You gotten real good at this fucking explanation. Written up like 50
Leonard
game
Maltin
explanations.
Was the writer or the editor of Leonard Maltin's movie guide, which in the 90s and early aughts, we didn't really have Rotten Tomatoes. It wasn't super prevalent. So if you wanted to know what movie to rent on a Friday night, you couldn't find. Reviews weren't posted. They were in the newspaper the week the movie came out, and then they were gone forever. So if you wanted to know, you had to look in one of these little movie guidebooks, which has reviews of every movie up to that point, essentially. And so Brian,
I just got a giant
plays a
book
little
of Pauline
game.
Kael, and I'm very excited to read it.
That's
It's all her.
there's
it's
a
all her-
contrarian right there.
God damn, but she was a beautiful fucking writer. I don't actually, but
No, amazing writer.
it's her New Yorker stuff, so it's all like shorter blurbs, not her full reviews.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm really excited to dig into it.
Yeah, she was a fantastic writer with some real hot takes. Anyway, the game we play every fucking week apparently is that Brian tries to guess what Leonard Maltin thought of the movie. How many stars he gave it, what the little blurb was that he wrote, sort of the content there. Brian, what do you think?
Okay. So my experience with Leonard has been he doesn't like horror. So you'd think that'd be a point in this movie's fucking favor.
The only horror movie that we've done is that he liked was Dawn of the Dead.
Right.
Famously, he gave The Thing John Carpenter's The Thing a lower rating than he
What was
gave to Mortal Kombat.
I think that was
think-
I think that was it.
Like roughly the same, maybe lower than Volcano and Dante's Peak for sure.
Yeah. I'm wondering what he thought of The Exorcist. Very spicy movie. Pretty
I will tell you that. That is a fair question. I will tell you that to give you
great.
kind of, yeah. I'm not going
If
to.
we ever do The Exorcist, we'll see what the dogs think.
Brian, if we do The Exorcist, you won't remember what this
That's
was in
good.
here. There's no way.
That's the goddamn truth.
He gave The Exorcist 3.5 stars.
Okay. All right.
He says intense, well-mounted adaptation of William Peter Blatty's bestseller, calculated to keep your stomach in knots from start to finish. Blair is normal 12-year-old whose body is possessed by the devil. Miller, a troubled priest who attempts to confront the demon in her and in himself. Oscar winner for Bloody Screenplay, vocal effects by Mercedes McCambridge, followed by 2 sequels, a prequel, and countless imitations, reissued in 2000 with 11 minutes of mostly needless additional footage. Yeah, right on the money.
God, only 11 minutes. Wow.
3.5 stars out of 4. So that's pretty good for him.
That's
That's
pretty
about
good.
as good as he gets for a horror movie.
On the right
review-wise.
side of history on that one. So this was a critically reviled fucking movie. Everyone hated this fucking movie. So I doubt Malton's gonna have a hot take here. But my guess is there's something about just stupid plot. I think he's gonna hate. I think there will be some line about hating the fucking plot of this movie. And fucking maybe he compliments the sets because they are fucking cool. Bomb. I think it's a bomb.
Bomb. All right. Bomb
Especially
is
like taking it at the time. Like, yeah.
Right. Bomb is the equivalent of 1 star for Leonard, just for the new viewers.
Right.
You just bomb 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4 are your options.
I think he's giving it the hot bomb.
All right. Exorcist II, The Heretic, 1977, 110 minutes. Directed by John Borman. Starring Richard Burton, Linda Blair, Louise Fletcher, Kitty Wynn, James Earl Jones, and Ned Beatty and Max von Sydow.
Ned Beatty got a full ass credit there. I guess why not, right?
Before Max von Sydow.
Yeah.
Preposterous sequel to 1973 hit. Special effects are only virtue in this turkey about priest Burton trying to unravel mystery of demons still living inside Blair. Borman recut the film from 117 minutes the day after its premiere and made numerous changes to no avail. Restored to 117 minutes for home video. By the way, I want to say that home video being one word was what he put in. This is how it's printed here. That's not my typo. Leonard Maltin thinks home video is one word.
I kind of like it.
Home video. All right, Brian. Moment of truth.
All right.
1.5 stars.
Oh man, fuck. Leonard Maltin loved this fucking movie.
Yeah. You were pretty close because
I was, yeah.
You were 0.5 star off. You said, I think preposterous sequel implies the plot is ridiculous. And then he didn't say sets, but he said special effects are only virtue. That's kind of what he's talking about.
Right. Because I'm sure we're not talking about fucking the makeup on the.
No, we're not talking about the makeup, and we're not talking about the rear projection going on. And
I kind of fucking loved the rear projection. Bring back rear projection.
No.
I mean, we effectively have, but
right, but like actual rear projection. No, I liked it, but it I don't think it. Maltin would be like, that rear projection was pretty good.
Really onto something there. Yeah, we brought back rear projection, but it sucks now.
Yeah. Yep. Halloween is on. It just switched to the page with Halloween for some reason. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Is your book possessed there? How come only my shit is possessed?
Exorcist, the beginning, the Rennie Harlan movie.
Yeah.
2 stars.
Wow.
2 stars. Not a fan of the Exorcist sequels here. Wonder what Dominion got. Let's see.
Yeah. Those are kind of companion movies, right?
They're basically, they made one, they didn't like it, so they made another version of the same idea with a different script, the same cast, different director.
Fucking nuts. And neither movie was so fucking more than a wet fart. Yeah.
Dominion, 2 stars. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. About the same. All right. Is it time to add The Exorcist II, The Heretic, to our big movie canon?
Oh, wait. Real quick.
Yeah.
We keep forgetting to put the damn number up. Did we get any calls this week? Or we?
Oh, goddamn. There's no way because I completely forgot. I'm checking now.
Unless the same guy just called again,
Son of a bitch, another call from Steven. Steven, thank you.
Yeah,
It's-
our one caller.
It's nice that Steven keeps calling, considering we keep just being like, what the fuck is
Yeah. What's his deal? Hey, look, man, if you keep calling, you can have any hot takes you want. I mean, it's
Yeah,
fine. Let's see what you have to say.
yeah. All right, Steven, what up?
This was maybe one
Little
of the
quiet
most
this week.
boring movies I've ever seen in my life. The fight choreography was bad.
Where? First of all, he's very quiet.
Very
Steven.
quiet this week, but I still fuck, this sounds familiar, right?
He does, but did he say? I mean, I
Steven,
agree
who
with him.
are you?
He said it's one of the most boring movies he's ever seen. I get that. I understand why
It's-
you would have that take.
It's not a riveting.
Did I hear him? Can you play it again? Something he said at the end there.
This was maybe one of the most boring movies I've ever seen.
We're
in
with
my
you.
life. The fight choreography was bad.
Is he talking
he
about
say
the
the f-
locust?
Did he say the fight choreography was bad?
He's mad about he seems to be primarily mad about the fight choreography in The Exorcist II, The Heretic.
What fight is he talking about? When Linda Blair got when Burton
That's the
was,
closest
like,
thing I
killing
can
the-
fucking think of.
killing the bad Linda Blair. This guy, hey man, Steven, call in. Tell us a little bit more. You know,
Just
like,
give us something.
more. Give
I
us
love
more.
it. We'll play
your
whatever.
Comments
Don't
are
get me
very
wrong.
short. We want to know you. We want to know more about you.
Yeah.
so.
Don't get me wrong. Steven, call in. The show is fucking yours. Just yours. All right. Enough lollygagging. It is time. The Exorcist, the big movie canon. This is our letterboxed.
Yes.
And by
Ooh, yep.
this is our letterboxed. And let's see, you can go to Movie Cannon Pod, letterbox.com/Movie Cannon Pod, and interact with us there if you want. If you want. We're gonna first off, we gotta log the movie.
Yes. Ooh, what are we thinking here, Brian?
So it's just Exorcist II, which I also think is kind of cool.
Yeah, they took out the.
Exorcist II, The Heretic.
Because you couldn't call it The Exorcist II, The Heretic would be too many thes.
That's too many thes.
It could have been The Exorcist II Heretic or Exorcist II The Heretic. Those are your choices.
Steven
In
called it.
honor of Steven.
Steven called it. And he okay. So so we're on the same page. Like, this movie has been compared, like, ranked amongst Plan 9 from Outer Space
No.
as a bad movie. And it's
I think we're
nowhere
at least
fucking
2.
close to
At
that.
least 2 stars, right?
I'm
2.5 is where I'm at.
I agree. I like 2.5. I like the moxie a little bit on it.
Yeah.
It's got some
let's
moxie.
Go 2.5. 2.5. You know, it's worth watching, I would say.
I would say it's worth having seen one time for its, I don't know, it's an interesting, I'm glad to have seen it.
There
And we're
are
glad to have
things
seen every movie
latch
around
on
the canon.
to.
All movies are a gift. But,
Yes, exactly.
and you know, man, we talked for a while about it.
Yeah.
If it was
talk more
nothing,
about it, but
I literally, we could do a whole nother episode on it, I think.
we could not do an hour on both Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. So,
This is like, we didn't even get to like the fucking, I tried to find a clip of it, couldn't quite get it, of the guy fucking falling. There's like 4 successive shots of the guy falling off that
that's
cliff.
the highlight of the movie. This guy
It's so
falls
good.
off the top of this fake cliff in unnamed African country, and he tumbles. It's like there's all different kinds of shots. You get like rear projection in there.
Yes.
You get like,
And it's
like a
shot,
dummy.
falls, shot, falls, shot, falling, shot, falling. It's ludicrous. That's what Friedkin was talking about, of a demented mind.
Yeah. Okay, Friedkin. There were no little girls masturbating with
Yeah,
crosses
right.
in this movie, so calm the fuck down.
Do you think Burton was over 50?
Ooh, I was thinking about that. Yeah, let's figure it out. Hold on. Richard Burton was born in 1925. The movie came out in 1977.
7.
Yep. So he's 52.
Well, there we go. We're gonna put this right under Return of the Living Dead.
Yes. Yes, we are.
He is a obviously much more successful, much more storied actor. But man, we got to go by the movie. We got to go by the movie.
I think the Clu Gulager performance is better.
I'm fucking with you. I don't know why I was fucking couching. I gotta save it. I don't know why I was couching it like that. I agree. All right. Nudity. I don't remember any nudity in it. No pre-fucking titles.
So.
Not a comedy.
Oh, no, not
even
comedy.
Though it's frequently pretty funny.
Yeah.
I
I think
like
notable
the score.
Score. Yeah.
I'd like to talk about the score. There's a button here to edit the fucking list. Here we go. What are we thinking here? I like the score.
I did too. That's why it's on the list of notable scores.
Right.
I
don't know if I
could. I don't think it's better than the other two.
No, agreed.
You got Goblin. You got Great 80s Synths.
Let's see here. Fucking titles, baby.
I like the titles in this, which is it was just a black screen and then red font and creepy music.
I like it as well. I would say The Exorcist does it better. That's the same as The Exorcist,
of course.
Right?
Is it red in The Exorcist also?
I think so, but I don't remember.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I think it's going over Meatballs.
Yep.
I think
it's going over Ernest. The opening credits, definitely.
Now
it's going over Street. It's going over Street Fight.
Great.
And I think that's it.
That's as high as that one's going.
Yeah, right? Are we agreeing?
I agree. I completely agree, and that might be as high as it goes on any list. Zombie movies,
horror movies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, despite not having much horror or thrills.
That is the section you would find it in the video store.
Yeah, so man, look at
Sleepaway Camp. It's below Sleepaway Camp, right?
It's below Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp is a lot of fun.
Yes. Yeah.
I will see Sleepaway Camp many more times in my life.
Right, exactly. A lot more coherent too, shockingly.
God damn. Not the end of the world, though. Not quite.
Gore effects, yes.
Yeah.
The guy steps on those nails. She gets the burnt corpse.
Yeah. There's gore here. I don't know that I found it especially I like the foot goes through the nails, and I thought it was a good moment. I thought the sequence was good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that impressive.
No.
It's a fake foot, which is fine. But
yeah. The lady gets set on fire. It's definitely
Sleepaway Camp's got some gnarly fucking scenes, you know?
Yeah, let's just keep it where it is. That's fine.
I think that's where it goes. It goes. No helicopters, just a locust, just a big locust.
Locust airplane. We get airplane play.
We get airplane.
I don't think. Is there a helicopter?
No. I'm keeping an eye out for helicopters these days. No mall, not a kids movie, not a character-based comedy, no character name at whoa. His name is not The Exorcist.
No, that's right. That's true.
His name is not The Exorcist.
It's his profession.
I believe we established that in the
Yeah.
previously. No Ernest, Jim Varney. How do you think Jim Varney would do in this movie?
Great. I mean, we haven't had a movie yet that I think would be worse with him in it. I think.
Agreed.
Know what I mean, Pazuzu? Know what I mean?
Based on a commercial. No, it is not. No original songs, just the score.
I mean, that song in the trailer, was that an original song?
That was fucking sick. But trailer doesn't count. How do we feel about this? Yikes.
It's yikes. It's got the
It's
autism
yikes.
scene. That's
It's
yikes.
got the autism scene.
It's got the and it's
It's really funny in MovieBot's defense.
and it also has the like unnamed African country stuff.
Yeah. In its defense, it's vibey, but I was having a thought about like, and yeah, grant me some grace here with this half-baked thought, everybody. But I do think missing something of everything has to be its own world. What about fantasy locations on Earth? You know,
Yeah, I
that
love
used to be
that.
more of a thing.
It totally did. Yeah, because then we hadn't explored the whole thing, and also we could just make up other cultures in a way we
Right.
don't really do anymore.
Right. And which is probably good, but
Yeah.
also, I don't know. I miss like, oh yeah, man, there's this weird fucking place just out there. And yeah, you don't know about it. You haven't heard it. It goes to a different school.
So it's above Ernest.
It's above Ernest. What
I
list
think
is this
it's
again?
above Meatballs
Yikes.
also. Honestly.
That scene's pretty fucking rough. It's and The Exorcist 2 has all of the yikes of Meatballs and more.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But it is not competing with Sleepaway Camp, which will hold this title for a long time.
Sleepaway Camp's whole thing is that's Sleepaway Camp's got the belt and it's proudly defending it.
Alternate title is Yikes, the motion picture.
Yeah.
Sleepaway Camp.
There was a bit where in wrestling where John Cena would just win every single, like there was the story sucked, and like if there was a match, LOL, John Cena wins. And that's Sleepaway Camp in the Yikes category. Not an action movie. It's not an action movie. No Van Damme, not based on a video game. Any new categories?
Horror sequels,
Of course.
which is right now is the same as horror, but it will change over time. Because we got Dawn of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead, and
Right. We got
yes.
some work to do here. I was gonna say, oh, congrats, you're at the top, but not for very long, huh?
yeah. Should we do
Man,
a Neo
it's
more?
our two sequels. Did you literally make the? I mean, our two sequels, the two types of sequels. Could they not be more illustrated by Dawn of the Dead and Return of the Living Dead?
Yeah, good call. Yeah, totally.
I think we can maintain kind of our general list order here. That's about right.
Yep. Should we do a Neo Morricone?
I like that. I'm gonna need you to get how to spell that.
I think it's ENNIO. Let me double check. Fuck it.
That's not right, but I'm gonna start adding.
Yeah, ENNIO, and then MORRICONE.
Sorry, was there an I in there? We'll fix it later.
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Great. I got it there. I am a terrible fucking speller.
Who has to spell anymore with computers?
Right. I was laughing at I was always told, hey, spelling, it's not a sign of intelligence. But I was told a lot of things like weren't a sign of intelligence. Like too many things. Like, what? Do I have any? Hey, that doesn't mean like, I don't got none of the things that makes you smart.
Oh, what about Brian? What about model work?
Oh, I love that.
Model work. Let's see.
Any other movies notably, or should we say notable model work? Because there's lots of models, you know.
Yeah.
Every movie that
What-
utilizes a model doesn't have to necessarily go in here.
What about another list? Great Falls.
Great Falls. I'm gonna call this list the
Or like
Wilhelm
Wipeouts or like
the Wilhelm
moment.
Scream Memorial Falls list. And honestly, congrats, Exorcist II. You're number one here.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else goes in this category.
No, not yet. Is there like a great deaths or like death?
That the Exorcist II belongs on?
Well, the death of the lady sets herself on fire and
Pretty
dude
cool.
falls. I'm talking, kills like
Yeah.
kills or like
Let's do horror kills. No. Deaths.
Because
Let's
I
do
would
deaths. I'm gonna put an asterisk there, and we can kind of recalibrate this list.
I
as
mean, I
needed.
like kills because that's like a horror movie. Like that movie had dope kills.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be the same movies as the horror list so far, but it's not going to be the same order, obviously.
I agree.
Return of the Living Dead had some fucking gnarly kills.
They're so good. I love that fucking movie, dude. I think that's everything, right? Some dudes certainly fucking die in Ernest Goes to Camp. They didn't show us the fucking body count in Ernest Goes to Camp.
Shit, that would be fun to put that on the list.
Okay. So Dawn of the Dead has some especially brutal shit, right?
Yeah, the guy getting his guts pulled out.
There's pretty rough fucking stuff in that one.
Yeah. Return of the Living Dead though has some really gross head bashings and stuff.
Return of the Living. Exorcist 2 is going on the bottom. I'm gonna say that.
Agreed.
I do hair curling iron goes up that lady's cooch though.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then also, aren't there bees at one point?
There's some pretty horrible stuff in Sleepaway Camp. If it's okay with you, I would like these lists can be we can recalibrate.
Fluid.
I like when we're done. The list is done when we're done.
Do you want to have Dawn of the Dead be one? You think?
I think so.
Camp? Yeah.
I think so.
Should the name of the list be Gnarly Kills?
Gnarly Kills. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, The Exorcist II, The Heretic. That feels good to me. I don't know how many more Locust movies we're gonna get, or
yeah, maybe like Sick Apartment.
Yeah. Tell you what, we get another one of those. We get another one of those comes up. We can add that one. Do we want to do Devil and Possession movies?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Devil / Possession. I'm gonna make this one list for now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's like religious horror, basically. You know.
Yeah. Devil, Possession, Catholic, yada yada. Great. And then I think it's time to now rank the movies.
Ranking of the movies.
The ranking of the movies. Let's add it to the list. Keep saying I'm going to add these to the list beforehand, and then I don't.
It's better than Street Fighter. The big question here, is it better than Mortal Kombat?
My gut says yes. Do you argue? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No. I don't come down hard on either side on this. I will watch Mortal Kombat again. I have watched it many times.
I will probably see Mortal Kombat again. That's a great point.
There is some really cool sets in Mortal Kombat. Also, the music.
Mortal
is
Kombat's
really
better.
Cool.
Mortal Kombat's
Is
better.
it?
I think so. It does what it set out to do better than The Exorcist II.
Yeah,
does.
I think it's more effective.
Yeah.
And honestly, once we get 20 movies in, I don't think The Exorcist 2 is it'll be more towards the middle than the bottom. But
Agreed.
As of right now,
Yeah,
I think Mortal Kombat's better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right.
There we go.
We've done it.
All right. Should we tease what we got next week?
Yes, dude. I'm so excited. What are we doing next week?
Oh, hold on. Let me get the full title here.
Yeah.
I don't want to screw it up.
This is good. This is gonna be a great marathon.
Ooh, and based on the subtitle, it's going to join.
Yep.
Another one of the list.
Oh yeah.
The film is from 1982, the sequel to the Amityville Horror. This one is called Amityville 2: The Possession. I've never seen this one.
It's come up with The Exorcist 2 of like, if this was an Italian movie, people would like it more. And I don't think that's fucking true. Amityville Horror 2 is insane Italian vibes. Like, it's an Italian director and he just made a fucking weird ass Italian movie.
Cool.
It's
awesome.
I haven't seen it in a couple years, but it's one of those things of like, I threw it on. I only saw it recently, in the last couple of years, and I had it on, and my wife like was kind of just like arms crossed watching it from the kitchen, and was like, "This is fucking nuts!" Like, Amityville. Have you not seen the Amityville Horror?
No, I haven't seen either of them.
Scared. I would have said that was the scariest movie I'd ever seen when I was a kid. That movie scared the shit out of me.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I don't know if it's great today. I have rewatched it sometimes and been like, nah, it's pretty fun. And other times been like, this is boring as shit. Maybe I'll watch it again too, just to get refreshed on it. But definitely stick around next week. I have been to the Amityville Horror House and it was weird.
It's gonna be a good one.
It was a little weird,
people.
Little weird.
Episode.
I know. I used to do a with my friend Eric. We used to do like a supernatural stuff podcast, and we've talked about the Amityville Horror House a lot. So I know a lot about the true quote unquote story of the Amityville Horror. So we'll get into that big time. It's a lot of fun. Definitely stick around for that and watch the movie. Watch the movie with us. So Steven
watch the movie and tune in to the live broadcast so we can interact with you.
We'll be here Wednesdays, midnight ET, 9 PT. We'll have a fun late night movie time.
Hopefully we'll have wait, did you want to plug first?
Yeah. I got a Substack. It's dirtbagstuff.substack.com. It's good stuff for people with bad taste. I talk about fucking fantasy and sci-fi and weird trading card stuff and babes and pro wrestling, and it's all that stuff and just weird shit that I dig up. Zach, what about you?
I have a Substack. It's called A Heathen Reads the Bible, wherein I, a non-believer, am reading the Bible for the first time and recapping it each week with pictures that I draw and jokes. It's very silly. Come check it out. A Heathen Reads the Bible.substack.com.
It's great. And I believe if you subscribe to one of ours, it'll automatically suggest the other.
I'm a little worried, Brian, about next week's episode, though, if MovieBot is still.
I was having kind of that same thought. And do you remember? So we didn't get to play the game with the mind melding things, but like,
can we plug that into MovieBot?
I can. He's got the outlet port for it. Do we enter?
Let's give it a try.
Yeah, let's connect our brains hypnotically and psychically to each other and to MovieBot.
Okay, so
And
are you gonna plug your hat in?
I'm gonna yeah. Where it's not as fancy as you got way more like cool
This
with
is
it.
the
Yours
only
is
real
way
hat I have.
yeah.
It doesn't really fit over my headphones though very well.
No, I'm having some. We didn't really. I mean, there were. It was okay. I'm in.
Plug
I'm in.
this in here. Okay. Plug it
Yeah,
in the
okay.
back. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Okay. Yeah, we should have probably tested this before we plugged it
Okay.
in live. But
My head is just huge. Just way
okay.
too big.
You're connected over your internet to my thing.
Yep.
I
you
should
got
be
it.
able to like initiate this for both of us. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's gonna get weird here for a second. Okay.
Okay, but we
All
got to
right.
look at each other, right? Just like
Yeah. Into each other's eyes. Okay,
Yep.
ready?
Okay.
Here we go. MovieBot. Come to us.
I'm seeing weird shit, Brian.
No, don't be scared. That's good. That's it working. That's it working. MovieBot.
I see you alone in a bedroom.
Get the
I want to
devil
get
must
out of
leave you,
here.
MovieBot. The devil must leave you, MovieBot. The power of Christ compels you, MovieBot.
Yes. All right. Whew, let me turn my light on. We did it, Brian. We gotta. Why is your thing still, Brian? Brian. Oh my. Oh no, Brian. Brian.